attorney for Young Thug is asking the court to grant the rapper bond again. He filed a motion saying the 31-year-old is not able to stay healthy, also saying the rapper has access to limited healthy food options and relies on food like chocolate and chips. Thug's attorney is arguing the courts to consider granting the bond, arguing the conditions can be imposed which permit bond to be set.
As we all know, Thug is still sitting behind bars, basically fighting for his life, man, facing this RICO. Some cats have taken pleas. Some cats were able, defendants were able to get bonds, ankle monitors, and things of that sort. But, they got Thug up there as the head of the organization, and they haven't budged at all trying to get this man a bond. And y'all heard that there, this latest motion that his attorney's filing to get a bail. What do y'all think, man? Will they budge? They haven't at all to this point. But the attorney's just flat out saying, yo, he can't keep his health right. There ain't is for him to eat food-wise, to keep his strength up and everything like that. He's living off damn potato chips and chocolate bars. Saying he's getting limited amounts of sunlight. I mean, that's a necessity, right? I mean, it's court. They don't really give a fuck. They're hitting this man with the RICO. They don't want to never really see him come home. But to fight the case, to be focused, to be a part of his own defense and everything like that, at the end of the day, this motion does hold some merit, in my opinion. You know what I mean? On top of the food, not getting a lot of sunlight. Young Thug's attorney saying he's sleep deprived, that he's only really able to get 5 hours of sleep a day. I don't know exactly what the argument for that is as far as the conditions of the jail. But peep this, they're saying on days that he goes to court, he's woke up at like 3, 4 in the morning to be taken to the courthouse. And when it comes to it, he's tired as fuck and basically sleep deprived, and when he's in court and just not in a good mind space, not focused. And again, I know they've been pressing Thug saying he's the head of the organization. They don't want to let him go. But he's fighting for his life. He really is. As this case is still in the jury selection process, Thug doesn't seem to be even thinking about taking any kind of plea. I don't really know what they offered him plea-wise. Comment and let me know if you guys think in the end he's going to end up copping out and taking a plea, or if you think he's going to see this thing all the way through and fight at trial. As like next month, a certain point next month will be the official 1-year date of when the indictment came out. So the case will have been going on for 1 year. And basically they're saying where the case is at now and still being in jury selection and everything like that, it's on pace to set the record to be the longest case in the history of Fulton County. And when you really put all that together and weigh up all that info, in my opinion, I really do think, again, that this motion holds merit, because when you got to go to court, when you're fighting for your life, like they say, hey, Thug, you're the head of YSL. You're the head of this ruthless organization. We're trying to put you away forever and a day. And you're saying, hey, this is the court process. This is my right to face my accusers, to have a trial with a jury of my peers and all that. And I want to stand tall for this trial. I have the right to, have a proper defense and aid in my defense, consulting with my attorneys, having a clear mind, sleeping, eating right and all that. I really do think it holds merit. But the prosecutors, I'm guessing the court is probably going to say, "Fluck out of here. We haven't given you a bond before. You think you're going to come at us saying jail food's bad and you can't sleep right and you don't get enough time in the yard or whatever. Fluck you." That's what I picture they'll say, but we'll have to wait and see. Y'all comment and let me know what you guys think. But for real, Young Thug been standing tall. Something else to point out. Yesterday, there was reports that shocked everyone, myself included, that Young Thug's Instagram seemingly had this link to a Gunna post. Or, I'm sorry, a Gunna I think it was music or something like that. And it was like, yo, Gunna been deemed a rat. He took that deal, as you know, his attorneys tried to argue that the deal couldn't be used in any way against Young Thug or YSL. But the basic common sense thought process would tell you, if what they're fighting is saying, yo, this isn't a criminal organization, this is an entertainment company or a record label or whatever, and he's going in there and saying, I was part of this and it was a criminal organization as well as a record label. I mean, that definitely is snitching, right? But it just blew everyone's mind. His attorney's been trying to say, talk their lawyer talk or whatever, but Gunna told, And again, like I always share with y'all, man, I'm a square. I ain't no tough guy or nothing like that. But just on, so I'm not the one to really be talking about people being gangster or not, but just off the strength, like, you betrayed Thugger, you betrayed your friends, your associates, your affiliates, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You're foul, But it blew everyone's mind yesterday when these reports came out. And, we all seen it. There was indeed this link to a Gunna album or mixtape or whatever the fuck it was. It was like, wait a second, did Thugger forgive Gunna? And then I don't know, today that link is not there. That link is gone, man. So I don't know what the fuck was going on, if that was some kind of glitch or something like that. Because at points since Young Thug's incarceration, it seems like he's been on his social media personally, but that could possibly not be the case. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think, but that Gunna link is gone. But through all this, man, I was never the hugest Young Thug fan. I definitely wasn't hating on him or whatever like that. As you know, Thug had his own style, and there was things about his get down that some people was like, yo, what the fuck is you doing, man? Is you holding a purse and ish like that or whatever? Y'all can tap in and comment and let me know what you guys think about all that. But I was never the hugest Thug fan. But when you really sit back but I did fuck with his music, and he definitely brought something to the game where I got a video out there somewhere called Young Thug Attack of the Clones. That there's some artists that had such an impact on the game. They essentially spawned a bunch of clone artists that were really trying to mimic their style, more than just see what they were doing and put their own spin on it. Essentially almost try to sound like a clone of Thug. Like Lil Wayne, there was a bunch of Wheezy clones, and comment any other artists like that hit the game. But Thugger was such a big impact. He spawned clones and everything. But as I sit back now and see Young Thugs come up, what he did to get where he's at, how hard he worked, he's got a really interesting story, man. And he helped build YSL and, had an amazing run in the rap game. And now he sits here facing this Rico and has seemingly stood tall and doesn't plan to let up one bit. You gotta respect it, man. So tap in, comment, let me know what you think about this whole thing across the board, about this motion. Again, do you think the court's just gonna shoot it down and say fuck out of here? As I stated, man, when it comes to the legal process, due process, having your rights as an American, the justice system, I really think it holds merit. That, well, why can't they give them a bond and say, okay, man, you're in the fight for your life. We're trying to put you away forever. We'll let you bond out and be home on that ankle monitor so you can meet with your attorneys in person, so you can have your health and mental focus and all that as you try to prove your innocence that he has maintained this whole time. What do you think about this whole Gunna post? We seen Thugger's brother come out and call Gunna a rat as well. What do you think about that? How did that link end up there? Is pulled down ASAP with the quickness. And what do you just generally think about Young Thug as an artist, his story, everything he's went through in the rap game to this point? Comment, let me know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub up and stay tuned for more. It's Coffee, and I'm gone.